What we established in the first two episodes was that there were a lot of choices that parents and families can make with regard to the education of their children, and that the choice depends on a number of variables that differ from family to family and child to child. The variables include where you live, the academic potential and level of your child, your income and future income prospects, your background and your dreams for your children, and the price that you place on education. There is no doubt that there are lots of good schools all over Sydney that are public, private, single-sex, co-ed, selective and non-selective. It all boils down to choice and what you, as the first educators who know your children best, think would work better for you and your family. Not all children and families are suited to single-sex educational environments, as they tend to be very expensive at, say, $50,000 per annum plus, and located further from where you live. Experience shows that if your child is academic and focused, they will most probably achieve in whichever environment you put them in. But alas, not all children are gifted, and it takes a number of years to assess if your child is gifted or not. Also, education is more than just academic achievement. It is a holistic, empowering experience. Single-sex schools make up a very small minority of schools in Sydney, and when you cast your eye over the annual HSC school rankings, you will quickly find that the vast majority of schools that make up the top 50, around 70% of them, are indeed single-sex, with the balance being made up from highly selective co-ed schools. This begs the basic question: what is it about single-sex schools that make them so successful, on average, as compared to co-ed schools? And why is the media so much against single-sex schools, where they appear to be hell-bent on shutting down this choice and eliminating them altogether from the Sydney educational landscape? Just look at the absolute mess being created with regards to Randwick Boys High and Randwick Girls High. We've also got Newington and Cranbrook, which is also causing grief to lots of people. So there appears to be an agenda to cancel choice. I am a Newington boy who was very disappointed with the college's decision to go co-ed, and I am not alone. What I intend to do is to publish a series of 20 short videos that highlight the reports, the finding, and the current research and facts that support the many seen and unseen benefits of single-sex educational environments, to empower parents with knowledge so that they can choose wisely for their children. Most of the media stories that I've watched recently about the Newington College debacle seem to conveniently skew and misrepresent the findings and experiences that most families and educators take for granted. It is absolutely infuriating. So what I ask is for you to stick with me and share my material so that we can help preserve the ability for families to choose an educational environment that best suits their family's needs and to have a healthy balance between single-sex and co-ed schools, because the bottom line is, contrary to popular woke belief, there is a need for more, not less, single-sex schools in Sydney and Australia.